What's happening, everybody? It's Ryan. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've said this for a minute. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that have been here before, welcome back. So I am absolutely jacked about today. I had a great case this morning. It went really well. I had a great meeting afterwards. Just phenomenal day so far. And I'm on my way to get something new that this vlog is going to be centered around, and I'm super amped about it. I've been waiting to acquire this object, but I was gone last weekend, so I couldn't do it then, but we're taking care of it today. So I'm just super amped. And the weather, I mean, it's not a great day, but the sun's trying to come out. It's 44 degrees, so it's not freezing cold. It's not raining. I am super excited about today's vlog. So today's vlog is going to be technology based. If you're not into technology, you might not find this interesting. If you are into technology, then you might want to stick around. And real quick, I've got to get gas because I'm on E. I'm leaving Baltimore City. I don't want to run out of gas before I get on the highway. So hold on one second. All right, that's like a Peter McKinnon thing. It's good, but I feel weird doing it. I'm not good at it. That's his thing, not mine. Anyway, so I wanted to kind of get into the car and have this huge, mysterious, what's in the bag? Ryan, what's in the bag? But the bag's clear, so I can't do that. And while a lot of people might reference me as this, especially my family, this is kind of a clue. Oh wait, I see a better clue. All right, how about this one? Much better. Kind of where I got it. Maybe I guess that's not really a clue. It's just a place you can buy technology, but it's where I got it. The thing I love about Best Buy is I'm an Elite Plus member, or Elite Super Plus. I'm somebody that spends a lot of money at Best Buy. So with that, I have 45, it might be 60 days to return things, no questions asked, box open, except for drones. Drones, they do restocking fees, cameras restocking fees, but it's not one of those. So I can return this thing if I don't like it. I don't think I'm going to, but I could. So let's get home, let's get this open. All right, we're back, and I'm super excited to reveal what I got at Best Buy. And again, I'm gonna try this for about 2 weeks. If I'm not crazy about it, I'm gonna send it back, but we'll see what happens. And here it is, the Apple HomePod. So when this first got announced, I was really on the fence about it. I wasn't as excited about it as I am with some of their announcements. Much like the AirPods, which is why I talked about it. The AirPods seemed like a lot of money for something that was gonna be meh. This seemed like the same thing. I was kind of on the fence. We have an Alexa, we have 2 dots, and it seemed like Apple was getting into the Home Assistant game a little bit late. But one of the things they talked about at the conference was this wasn't about Home Assistant as much as it was making the best speaker for your house. And that kind of got my attention. And then seeing some reviews online, people are really excited about the sound that comes out of this little speaker. And when they compare it to all the other speakers that are out there, even like the Sonos One, it's supposed to have this really rich and crispy sound. So that got my attention. It has the W1 chip in it, which I'm kind of excited about. So I figured, let's get this thing open, let's try it, and then we'll make the decision on if we're gonna keep it. So, opening it. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly because there's not a lot to it. They do have this new kind of pull tab. Makes it pretty easy to open. Oh, look at that, it all kind of drops out. There it is. And it's actually, let me grab my phone. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. It's hard to see kind of on video how small this thing is, but here's the HomePod. Here's my iPhone 10. They're almost the same length. It's heavy too, but, and I'm gonna butcher this, so don't crucify me for this. I believe there's 7 small speakers in the bottom. There's one subwoofer on top, and then it has 6 microphones around it, which even if this thing's turned all the way up, Siri will be able to hear you and respond. The other thing that's really interesting about this, that it does on its own, that a lot of speakers can do, but you need an app to do it, is depending on where you put this. If you put this here in the middle of the room, it listens to the sound and adjusts the speaker and the different speakers to give you the optimal sound based on where it's at. If I put this thing in the corner of the kitchen, which is where I'm probably gonna put it, because there's walls behind the speaker, it senses that and it adjusts the speakers to give you optimal sound wherever it's placed. So that's pretty exciting. Now let's get this thing plugged in. So the cord itself is kind of this like braided, like if you have any of those iPhone cables that are braided, it's that kind of texture. So it's nice. So something else. So here we've got the light going. It's setting up. Something else I'll tell you about this device. If you have an Android phone, don't get this speaker. Apparently because it has a W1 chip, you need to have an Whoa. Oh, and look, it's trying to set up. I haven't done anything yet, and it's already trying to set up. There we go. So it says HomePod setup. Yes, please. This is gonna be in my kitchen. So I'll set that. And actually, let me enable personal requests. Sure, why not? Agree to the terms and conditions. Yes. Transfer account settings, iCloud, Wi-Fi, iPhone. Sure. And we're setting up just like that. So this is why you need an iPhone or an Apple device to set this thing up. If you don't have that, you can't do this. It doesn't have, it has Bluetooth. I think it's Bluetooth 5.0, whatever the most recent is, but it has Bluetooth, but you can't use an Android device to connect to it via Bluetooth. You need an iPhone to set it up. So this review, if you have an Android, you can just stop right now. You're not gonna have any interest in this. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. Oh, there we go. And it's asking for my password. What is my password? All right, there we go. Password is going, setting up. So.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Hi.
Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, "Hey Siri."
Hey Siri.
Let's try it. Say, "Hey Siri, what can you do?"
Hey Siri, what can you do?
I can do lots of things, like turn on the lights, give you a news update, and tell you about the weather. Now you try. Say, "Hey Siri, play some music."
Hey Siri, play some music.
Just a moment.
Okay.
Okay, here's a personal radio station built just for you,
Nice.
starting with Tyga. Remember, anytime you have a question, just say, "Hey Siri."
So, I don't know if you can see this plastic vibrating. My butt's like shaking. The bass on this thing is insane. The whole table's shaking. So on top, it has touch, so you can turn it up, turn it down. Let's ask Siri to turn it. Hey Siri, turn it up to 100%.
That's very loud. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Yes.
Just a moment.
Here we go. Hold your horses.
Reload, gangsters in the we got this soul. TTT raw when I walk in the door. Bitches.
So this was a bad song to choose because this is not kid friendly. So I'm gonna have to blur some of this out or.
They know how. Mega nasty, mega nasty. Drop it on.
All right, so hey Siri, next song. I wasn't even thinking about. Hey Siri, turn it down to 25%. So I wasn't even thinking about the words that were in that song. So we're gonna have to do some editing.
Just missed it, then my cat daddy and I took it down. Timber. When it's cold, mama call it winter.
So I don't know if you can see this vibrate, but the bass on this is insane. The table's shaking, my chair's shaking, my neighbors are not gonna like this. The floor's shaking. Here, let's see if I can.
See the crease, they surrender.
You can see this vibrate. There you go.
Move your arms like you will chest.
You can't see it. Let's see. Let me go to another song. Hey Siri. Next song.
Listen, man. What's up? I heard
Hey
you
Siri.
got you a dime.
Next song. I'm trying to find a song that's appropriate for YouTube.
I can't help you find that on YouTube.
I just want to know.
Hey Siri.
I mean,
Next song. Trying to see what song this is before I let it play, because I can't have explicit lyrics in the vlog. I think this is gonna be all right. Hey Siri, turn it up to 100%.
That's very loud. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Get ready. Yes.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers.
Take it down 50%. That is so loud. That is so loud. All right, so, hey Siri, pause. This is absolutely insane. The dog's barking because of all the thumping. This is so crazy good. It is so loud, and you can feel the bass. So the subwoofer is on top. All the tweeters are in the bottom. Underneath this little top, you have the W1 chip and kind of the brains of Siri. Then you have a motherboard and a circuit board in the middle of this thing. But 50% of this is a subwoofer. It is absolutely insanely loud. I am blown away with how good this sounds. If I were to pull Alexa over here, it won't even compare. And it's the first generation Alexa there she goes, to give her, I guess, to be fair. Alexa, stop. So, initial thoughts. This thing is absolutely insane. Let's ask, I almost called her Alexa. Not good. Let's ask Siri some questions. Hey Siri, when's my birthday?
Sorry, I can't get that info for you here.
Oh, here, let's do the lights. Hey Siri, turn on the living room lights to 100%.
Done.
Hey Siri, turn off the living room lights.
Abracadabra, symbols odd.
So with that, I'll say I have my lights connected to my SmartThings hub as well as HomeKit. When I tell, hey Alexa, turn on the living room lights.
Okay.
Hey Alexa, turn off the living room lights.
Okay.
3-4 seconds. Hey Siri, turn on the living room lights.
Got it.
It's just much quicker. So downsides to the Siri speaker is, number one, it's getting a lot of bad rap because out of the box, it doesn't have AirPlay 2. One of the things people I think are excited about this is you can take one HomePod, take a second HomePod, and you can use them kind of as stereo speakers. The other thing you can do is, for here in the house, I have our deck wired with sound that is used via AirPlay downstairs. So in theory, when AirPlay 2 comes out, I could touch AirPlay and it'll have a list of my speakers. I could do the HomePod as one, I can do the speakers as another, I can do Apple TV as another. So you can have multiple speakers. You can have the music playing to multiple speakers. Other thing about the music. This is really based around the idea that you use Apple Music. If you don't use Apple Music and you happen to use, let's say, Spotify, I have Spotify. I used to use Spotify before. Apple Music came out. I can go into Spotify. I can pick a song. Let's find a song. No, there's a lag.
We'll just talk about our days to try to
So it works with Spotify. You can use it with Spotify. It really, if you're an Apple Music person, that's where it works best. But I got it working. And yes, this is Shawn Mendes. Don't judge me. This is such a good song. You can hear that bass. It's crazy.
I think about her and she knows it.
I like my dance moves.
I wanna let it take control. Cause every time that she gets close, yeah, she pulls
just,
me in enough to keep
it's really that good.
guessing.
It's something a little bit more electric, dancey. Yeah, the range on this thing is incredible. All right, so that's it. I really like this thing. I think it's pretty great. There's some things that really, it's Apple related. If you have Apple products, something to consider. If you're looking for a speaker that has just awesome sound, I think it's great. So thanks for checking in. Hope you enjoyed it. The past, something I had kind of reviewed in the past and wanted to give you, I need to go drive. I pulled out, I shouldn't have. Somebody was coming quicker than I thought. La-di-da-di-da. Trying to find a time where I'm not turning so I can start the vlog or log.